2 times in the 6th round, down 2 times in the 9th round, and down again in the 10th round. And here we go for the 12th and final round. It's been the Manny Pacquiao.
Brother, no. Hindi ko patakot. Maluloy talaga mag-knockout.
Manny will look for that big shot to land that left hand to try and take this guy out in the final round of the fight. Trying to set him up with the right jab. He goes to the left hand lead again. Trying to catch him with a big shot. At this stage in the Margarito fight, you're right, Rich. He took the foot off the gas. But I could see in his eyes that he wants to try and take this guy out. He really wants to knock him out.
Right. And he famously did it in the first Tim Bradley fight, and it cost him the fight.
That one partially blocked in the back of the glove against Algieri. But Algieri hasn't got enough power offensively now to do anything to Manny, and Manny is the one plodding forward trying to catch up with Chris here. Chris bounces the right hand off of Manny's head. Manny with the assault with that left hand. Now here comes the power. And a cuff behind the right ear with that left hand. Pacquiao bruised a little bit in the face, but nailed with a solid right hand. Manny's still trying to catch up with this guy. It's remarkable the condition that Algieri's in, that he can move this well on his weak legs. I mean, he is in tremendous shape.
Oh, absolutely. Put in a great training camp, most of it in Las Vegas, and they worked and worked and worked.
Now, it's great when you get 2 great professional athletes come in here. And Pacquiao just showed his class tonight.
Yeah, I'll never forget the first time I saw Manny Pacquiao in action in Las Vegas. The day that he fought Lilo Ladwaba of South Africa. And Freddie Roach, I was talking to him in the morning of that fight. He goes, and he told me, keep an eye on this kid I've got tonight, Manny Pacquiao. I think he's pretty good.
And he was right.
And Pacquiao put on a sensational performance that night. And where you think of where he's come from, Turner, from that 14-year-old kid trying to escape extreme poverty, selling cigarettes on the streets of Manila, to where he is today, and what he's gone through and done in his career. It's amazing.
All the fame and fortune that he has, he's still a terrific kid. He's very much loved. He's an icon in the Philippines. Everybody loves him. Everybody that has known him and has the opportunity to visit with him is very good on him. And Algieri's a lovely fellow too. But it wasn't Chris Algieri's night tonight. This was the Manny Pacquiao show from start to finish. That's it. It's all over. Manny Pacquiao has retained his championship of the world in some kind of fashion.
And Algieri, in very sportsmanlike fashion, they shouldn't expect him. He goes over immediately, puts his arm around Manny, and Pacquiao now can accept the congratulations from Algieri's team.
I've actually scored 120 to 103. Boy, between the Pacquiao fight and the Lomachenko fight, 2 world title fights that were interesting to watch throughout the course of the fight because of who was involved. Have you ever seen more lopsided fights that were better to watch? I enjoyed these fights. I really enjoyed calling these fights.
And of course, the first fight on the pay-per-view telecast tonight was far from one-sided. Vargas and DeMarcos. We take a look at how the fight unfolded. There's the first knockdown of the fight. Combination punch and a definite slip with a right leg sliding out from underneath him. Algieri, as Pacquiao began picking up his punch output in that 4th round, we saw that punch right in the throat. 6th round. We move along. There's that left hand. That one hooked. That one hurt him. You saw his legs give way. And if Algieri doesn't have his legs, that's the result. That was the first of 2 knockdowns in that round. Second one.
Similar to the first one where the right leg slipped out and he's bleeding to Gino, but there were punches that pushed him back into that corner.
That was the problem. The punches landed at the same time. No argument about that one. That one was the punch of the fight. That one was the knockdown of the fight.
That was the 4th knockdown at that stage.
And then Pacquiao tried to go to work to try to finish him off. Algieri was weary. His legs were betraying him at that point. And Pacquiao, who's not being merciful, kicked right on him. He's going for that knockout. Algieri, to his everlasting credit, got up 6 times
Came off the canvas 6 times. That last time, did you see him coming up? He really, his eyes were clear, but his legs were deceiving him. Manny was a very religious man.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the Asian Macau Hotel Resort, we go to the scorecards. Levi Martinez scores it 119-103. Patrick Morley has the same score, 119-103. And Michael Pernick scores it 120-102. All three judges scored for the winner by unanimous decision. And still WBO welterweight champion of the world, Manny
Judges saw it almost exactly the way we saw it in the 5th round. Patrick Morley, he gave that round to Chris, and that's the only round that we were talking about. I just scored a 10-10 because I knew there'd be a judge, at least one. So we're going to have an interview here, so stick with us. Paco Macasel, the president of the WBO.
Manny's happy, a lot of happy people at the Cotai Arena in Macau.
Great promotion for top-ranked boxing. And in spite of the lopsided scores, they were really interesting fights to watch. I would say for everybody but the Algieri clan watching back home in Long Island.
The tasty way to start your day.
Guys, he is an all-time great.
Well,
He is in the pantheon of the great fighters of all time.
Absolutely. I mean, they ought to give him a quick pass right to the Hall of Fame in Canastone. He's bound for there anyway.
Well, we'll get him into that Nevada Boxing Hall of Fame before they do it in Canastone.
We'll do that. And Rich Morado, of course, is the president and founder of the Nevada Boxing Hall of Fame. And Pacquiao certainly will go into that Hall of Fame as well because of all the big fights there. We're going to have the HBO interview on our world telecast. Max Kellerman has Manny Pacquiao, and as soon as he is able to, and
congratulations, Manny. Let me ask you, how did you do tonight?
Tonight, I did my best.
And we've seen that your best is good enough now to beat Tim Bradley and Chris Algieri. Were you satisfied with your performance?
Of course, I'm satisfied with my performance tonight. I came to fight, I did my best, and I think that's enough.
You scored 6 official knockdowns anyway. A bigger display of power than we've seen in recent fights. Why is that?
We improve our strength. We do more heavy bag in training, and we start early in our training camp. So that's why I'm very confident to win the fight, and I'm in shape.
I think it was the 9th round when you knocked him down and badly hurt him. At that point, were you looking to finish the fight with a knockout? It's been a while since you've had one.
Yes, I'm trying to, I'm looking for a knockout, but, it's fast, it's moving, so it's hard to get careless and overconfident.
We were talking about the large entourage that you brought with you here this time, and how you're a fighter who seems to be able to still perform even when there are lots of distractions. Why is that, Manny?
I'm so happy because there's a lot of Filipino people came here tonight and want to fight. And I know, especially to my fans of family, members of the family, a lot, and my kids is here. So I'm very happy because God gave me this victory tonight, and He strengthening me and He protect me all the time. So in Jesus' name, I'm victorious tonight. So thank you so much for the support of all the fans around the world.
You told me before the fight that you're not slowing down and you're going to continue fighting for the foreseeable future. But the fight that everyone's been talking about again, which seems to happen every time before you fight, is you and Floyd Mayweather. What are your thoughts about that fight right now?
He's going to fight me? Yes, yes. Yes. I mean,
Amerikano.
well, I think I'm ready to fight. I'm ready to fight next year for him.
Thanks, Manny.
Thank you so much.
Okay. Maybe there.
All right, so now we're going to hang in here and see if he actually talks to Chris Algieri. Go ahead,
Chris,
Max.
you came in very confident. You guys seemed to have a plan going early when you were not very active in those first 4 rounds. What was the plan?
The plan was to fight 4 first rounds. You know, because I knew he was going to come on strong. You know, I had a feeling that he was going to try and blast me out of there just because I'm not used to the big stage. You know, but Manny is the best in the world at fighting like Manny Pacquiao. You know, and that's really what it is. You know, his start and stop is great. His style, he's got so much experience, and he's perfected fighting like Manny Pacquiao.
And was your plan actually to come in and keep it contained and then knock Manny Pacquiao out? You have 8 knockouts in 20 fights.
The plan was, you know, to you know, like I said, get into the later rounds there without, you know, incurring too much damage and setting up the pace and land shots that would hurt him. If the knockout came, it came. We weren't specifically looking for the knockout, but we were looking to put some damage on the guy. You know, just because I don't have a lot of knockouts doesn't mean I can't hurt the guys in there. I've hurt every fighter I've ever fought. So, you know, it was just, you know, to put enough hurt on him that we could, you know, slow his pace.
You believe you hurt Manny tonight?
I think I caught him with a few shots that made him think. You know, in that last round, I know his corner was imploring him to really turn it on. And I don't care what anybody says, Manny is not letting guys slide. He's in there throwing bombs, and he's trying to get everybody out of there every single round. He was just being cautious because I did clip him with a few counter shots on the way in.
It was the 8th or 9th round where he seemed to actually really hurt you with a knockdown. What in those early, just a couple of those knockdowns,